You're roasting your own country of origin?
Hell yeah, man. Ain't nothing I can't tell jokes on.
And I have no objections, but I know that a lot of your fans are in the United States, and they are very pro-America.
Yeah, well, I'm pro real nigga shit. MK, you can't say anything bad about America or else Obama will get you. Shut up, other room guy. Man, start the video. Alright, now, as you can see, this video is called MK Loves the United States, not MK Loves America. Why? Because there's two of them motherfuckers, you stupid shit. But we as Northern Americans love ourselves so much, we have all but erased South America from relevancy. According to us, anyway. You probably already know how this video is gonna go down. You're not gonna hear about America the Beautiful here. You're gonna see this ugly bitch for who she really is in this video. Hashtag no filter. Bitches be ugly, man. This country is filled with fat, ignorant, racist, pretentious fucks. The concentration of ignorant fucks is so overwhelming you'd swear there was a stupid-inducing sickness in the water. Perfect example. At this year's Super Bowl, people were outraged by an ad Coca-Cola decided to air where many cultures, many tongues sang our national anthem. People were offended. They said this is our country. We speak English here. Boy, I tell you, god dang, gosh darn it, god damn it, god darn it. People were up to fucks that. Yes, as a matter of fact, we do speak English here. But we also speak a myriad of other languages too. And just in case you didn't know, the United States doesn't have an official language. English is just the most widely accepted. We don't have an official language. But that didn't stop folks from crying over spilled cola. You don't even realize it, do you? You probably don't even care. And that's why you ain't shit. You strut around the internet singing the praises of your shitty ass country without even taking into consideration the fact that you're a fucking douche. The entire planet hates us. And almost none of us knows it. And most of the ones that do know think they hate us because we're so awesome. Let me put something in perspective for you. If the world were a high school, we'd be a jock. But don't get too happy about that because it's not what you think. We are not the cool jock, the one with the car and the good grades and the personality. We're that big stupid motherfucker standing directly behind him with the poor social skills and the jokes that no one laughs at. That's us. We're still pretty cool and popular, but no one really likes us. And you know why? Because we ain't shit. Americans love America. Any chance we get, we fall back on the old reliable USA chant. Or even better, the we're number one chant. America's number one. We got you beat, doesn't matter what it is. Well, let me tell you something, boys and girls. We are not. We haven't been number one in anything for a very long time. The United States is ranked 17th in education, 35th in life expectancy, 46th in freedom of the press. Land of the free, and we're 46th in freedom of speech. And we're 24th in literacy. We can't even read the shit we're not getting to say. We're ranked 37th in healthcare, 16th in employment. We ain't shit. But I'll tell you what we are number one in. The super rich. There are more millionaires in our country than there are in any other. Which I thought was interesting because we're 17th in poverty. So out of all of the developed countries, we are both one of the richest and poorest. So in a country with admittedly one of the best economies in the world, we are divided into what is basically the very rich and the very poor. It sounds to me like the land of opportunity is very self-serving and selective. We are also number one in military spending by a wide margin. We spend billions upon hundreds of billions on weapons. So much that we spend more than the 20 countries below us combined. Now why is it that we have to spend so much more than everyone else on weapons? Especially when we have plenty of allies with plenty of weapons themselves. Why do we need so many more weapons than everyone else? Do you think that maybe our government is into some shit that might justify the monumental stockpiling of things that can kill other people? Maybe? The astoundingly fucked up thing about this is we could cut our military budget in half, still spend 90 times more than everyone else, and redistribute that money into, oh, I don't know, fucking healthcare. Universal healthcare is absolutely possible. In fact, Iraq and Afghanistan both have universal healthcare that we are paying for. Still a little sick. If I had universal healthcare, I'd be cool. Now, before you go getting too upset, you need to understand what it takes to give those two countries universal healthcare is nothing in comparison to what it would take us to get universal healthcare. But it is possible. The money exists. It's right there. We're also number one in incarcerations. Folks, if this doesn't piss you off, then you're part of the problem. Something else, we also lead the world in teen pregnancy. Something that is technically illegal here is so abundant we outshine other countries that arrange marriages between children, and sometimes children and adults, which is kind of gross, man, but that's just how they get down out there. The point is, we have more pregnant 15-year-olds than anywhere else in the world. Something else, we are one of the fattest countries in the world, which I don't especially mind because to me, fat people are funny to watch fall down, or do most anything that normal people do, like walking, or waiting in line for any amount of time. They gotta go and get a folding chair out of the trunk of their car and sit their fat ass back down the line. It's fucking hilarious, man. And fat bitches are sexy. And before you get to screwing your face up like, nuh-uh, don't be mad at me because you ain't never seen a fat, sexy bitch before. These badass bitches with these big, thick, juicy legs and big butts and titties all out to here and shit. Can't even fucking explain that shit. Shit. Fuck it, you ain't gotta like it. That's just more big bitches for me. Whatever, man. The United States is basically the fattest fucking country. In fact, the only countries fatter than us are the ones you kinda expect the people to be fat. Places like Samoa, Nauru, Tonga. I actually knew a girl from Tonga. She was awesome. She played this little ukulele thing, but I digress. These folks are genetically predisposed to being large people. They have a reason from birth to be big. And they're usually not even in bad health. But it's almost as if Americans are genetically predisposed to liking cheeseburgers. The shit is ridiculous. And it's gotten to the point where I feel like we don't even have a place in the Olympics anymore. Those medals are a lie. They don't reflect us as a country. For every one Olympian, there's 10 million fat, lazy, unmotivated motherfuckers just sitting around trying to breathe in between bites just enough to keep from blacking out. And before you say, oh, that isn't fair, take a look at the other countries. Someone could shoot and kill a runner from Kenya the night before the race, and these motherfuckers could snatch another runner off the street at random. You, what is your name? My name is Mutunde. Mutunde, last night a runner was shot. You are going to take his place. Okay. What are the Russians known for? I want to say ice skating. That's all the motherfuckers have out there is ice and vodka. And they're so good at skating, they drink while they skate. Can you imagine how sensationally average sober Russian skater skills are? And martial arts are commonly practiced in many Asian countries. Taekwondo has been dominated by South Korea for decades. And that's because they are, as a rule, not bitch made. But what do we do as Americans? We invest hours of our day getting the high score on Candy Crush. Folks, I love video games as much as the next guy. I actually wish I could play more because for the last few months I have basically played none. Sorry, Spooky Dokes, I know I promised to do video game stuff with you and your fans, but I still don't have an Xbox. Or a TV. What? Come on, man, get off my dick, dude! I got shit to do! I can't be playing video games! I'm busy! Fuck! Ain't like me better than you. See how far that gets you. Anyway. But these games today, especially the ones you play on your phones, the Farmvilles and the Flappy Birds, are so fucking stupid! Do you really think getting to level 300 on Candy Crush is impressive? Let me explain something to you. When you brag about your high score, the first response you're gonna get is one that is marginally impressed. It's gonna be like, wow, that must have taken quite a bit of effort. Kudos, man. Wow, it's cool. But then, just seconds later, that person is gonna realize just how many hours, days, you invested in this stupid, meaningless game. A game that never really ends, they just keep adding it to it. I looked it up. There are currently 530 levels. And then they added some new game mode where you have to start from level 1 and then play all the levels over again, but this time at night. There's an owl or something. I don't fucking know. I don't play the game. I almost never played it. The only time I ever played Candy Crush was when I was at the airport waiting for my flight or on the plane. That is the only time. And I know there are so many little fuck faces out there right now that are like, oh, well, I can get further than the next guy, okay? No, you can't. You're not good enough, you stupid little shit. Shut up and get a fucking life. We're just fat, man. And getting fatter as we become more complacent in our sedentary lifestyle. It's getting so bad, I looked at a bag of corn chips and read a warning label that said, do not feed to children under 4 years of age. Choking hazard. Nigga, I see 4-year-olds eating Big Macs and chicken nuggets and shit. Most 4-year-olds today have a fatter neck than I do. Nigga, these motherfuckers are fat. New warning labels. Do not let your 4-year-old eat a Big Mac or else his heart valves risk choking on all the fat found therein. I honestly don't know what it feels like to be proud of your country anymore. I remember back in September of 2001 when the terrorists attacked the Twin Towers. There was this surge of patriotism almost overnight. Everyone was proud to be an American, and we all helped and supported each other. Unless you were Middle Eastern. We're still American, man. We gotta hate somebody. But thinking back, that wasn't really patriotism. That wasn't being proud of your country. It was more of an us versus them mentality. It was, you threw a rock at me, so I'm gonna throw some at you. I admire and enjoy a lot of the people here, but the country itself is deplorable. It has become the foulest, most sickening sore of a country that we allow to fester with the glamorization of greed and selfishness. We no longer care about our fellow man. We are only concerned with garnering as much money as we can while making sure others have only what is left over, if that. We need to make a change now. You have no idea what your government is doing, what it's not doing. But I know one thing. When a country goes to shit in another part of the world, the people rise up, they revolt, they do something. What's your problem, America? And there you have it, my take on the states. Now that wasn't so bad, right, quiet guy?
It was both comical and informative.
Uh-oh, even Quiet Guy liked it. I guess it's time to turn up America style. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Every man. Fight for what's right. Fight for your life. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This song blows. Hey man, shut up. Hulkamania's running wild.